Hi, this is Jay with Pryor Coaching. Thanks so much for joining me. This week I want to talk about whether you're going through a rough spot or whether it's a good time in your life. You know, I think it's easy to be a human being and to think that when we're having a rough time that it might never end or it's always going to be like this, and or that it means something. So I want to acknowledge the fact that, you know, a couple of videos ago or a month or so ago, we talked about thoughts. We talked about how a thought is a thought is a thought. And there's no such thing really as a good thought or a bad thought, but yet we as humans have a tendency to judge our thoughts. The reality is your thoughts are a synapse that happens in your brain. And so there isn't such thing as I'm a good person if I have a good thought, or I'm a bad person if I'm having a bad thought. The same thing is true with times in your life. If you're having a rough day or you're having a rough patch in your life where you're having some fear or some, I've certainly as an entrepreneur have times when my clients are not coming as fast as I think they're going to. Or, something like that happens and I'm coming from a fear place or a scarcity place. I've done it long enough to know now that it doesn't mean anything and that it will always come back and swing back the other way. However, sometimes when we're in that, it's hard to see that. So I just wanted to point that out today, that no matter what place you're in right now, it's going to change. The one thing you can count on in life is change. And, when you look back on your life, you'll notice that some of those rough times, those rough patches, always happen. Especially the hardest time is always right before the biggest breakthrough. It's right before you really start to know yourself in a more powerful way. So instead of being fearful and getting even more scared that you're having a rough patch, my request is that if you're having a rough patch this week, or no matter where you are this week, just get grateful. Just be grateful for where you are, knowing that that's going to move you forward no matter what. Whether you think it will or not, I promise you it will. If you're having a rough time right now and you're up against it, you're probably about to have a big breakthrough. And the bigger the breakdown, the bigger the breakthrough. So if you're having a really hard time, you're going to have a big growth spurt, right? And that's the way life goes. And so let's not make it wrong that you might be having a rough time right now. Let's embrace it and be excited about it, because that means that a big breakthrough is coming, or a big growth spurt is coming, where you're about to learn something about yourself that may impact you for the rest of your life. That's it. Thanks for being with me this week. I'm happy to see you.